Hey guys, Patrick with mtknives.net, and I had a request to do a video on the advantages or disadvantages of a Wharncliffe style blade. First off, I'd like to say, probably gave this knife profile the wrong name. It would probably be more accurately described as a sheep's foot, and the reason for that is the main difference between a sheep's foot and a Wharncliffe style blade is the rate of descent to the point, or the lack thereof of a point. This would be more accurately classified as a sheep's foot. The edge comes out, and the reason is you don't want a point. Now, the name sheep's foot, they call it that not because it's the shape of the sheep's foot, but more that's what a lot of shepherds use to trim the hoofs of sheep. The advantages to a sheep's foot blade is you don't have a point, so you're less likely to stab yourself or something that you don't want to puncture. So it was used a lot by sailors and like I said, sheep herders, and also it's used a lot for rescue workers. Obviously, if you're trying to rescue somebody, the last thing you want to do is stab them with your knife. So for cutting seat belts, stuff like that, less of a chance to inflict more injury to the person you're trying to rescue. For sailors, if they're trying to cut rigging and stuff, less likely they're going to puncture a sail. You're on a ship that's unstable with the ocean and the waves, so there's a good risk of stabbing yourself. So therefore, that's why it's a good knife profile for something like that. Now, a Wharncliffe blade. A Wharncliffe blade is a lot like the sheep's foot, except it will more rapidly go slope to the point, giving it more of a point. So the advantage of that would be have more of a puncturing, stabbing type effect to it. So a little better for self-defense or anything you might need to puncture. So the advantages to the sheep's foot: not going to stab yourself as likely, good cutting, and it's easier to sharpen. So with a straight edge like this, it makes it real easy to sharpen. Sometimes it can be a challenge to sharpen a curved blade like this, because you're going to adjust for that curve when you're sharpening. So this is the general, this is the alpha. Here's a size comparison. They're pretty close, similar in size. One big thing is the thickness, and since I'm working with bone, there will be different thicknesses of handles. Try to stick with the thicker ones, because one thing some people said about the alpha is it's a smaller blade. People that have bigger hands want a little something more to grab onto. This here really fills your hand a lot better than this. I would almost consider these both like 3-finger knives, and what I mean by that is when you choke up on the choil, I've got kind of medium to small hands, I would say, maybe. But anyways, when I grip this knife, it actually almost comes to my pinky, so it'd be a 4-finger knife for me. Somebody with bigger hands might only get 3 good fingers on it. Same with this, it does come to my pinky, but a guy that has larger hands may only get 3 fingers on it. I like a knife that size. It's to me, it's practical, easy to use, especially hanging around your neck. The shorter, the better. Less cumbersome it is. So anyways, that's some advantages, disadvantages to the different styles of knives. I really like your questions. Keep them coming. If I don't know, I'll find the answers for you. It gives me a chance to learn something new. And anyways, this is Patrick with mtknives.net.